Hey everyone, just want to take a couple minutes to thank you for coming to our channel and really explain to you why we created Saving Yourself from Wall Street. So our mission is to help you avoid Wall Street sales tactics as well as their high cost and conflicted advice, so you can take control of your financial life. So why is that important to us? Well, I would say I was a consumer of Wall Street before I ever got into financial planning. That's what motivated me to do it. See, I went to college at the Coast Guard Academy. So that's a lot like West Point, Annapolis. You go to school for a few years and then you serve the Coast Guard after. Well, you couldn't have a car when you were at the Coast Guard until you got to your senior year. That was the great year. That's when you had more liberty, more free time, and you could have your car. Well, right before you hit your senior year, the Academy arranged for you to get a car loan. And at that time, I got a car loan for 2.5% interest. Now, in today's world, 2.5% doesn't really mean much. You can get 0% car loans. But this was the early 90s when car loans were 7 or 8%. And in fact, I could have just taken that money and put it into a checking account and made money. You might not believe that, but checking accounts used to actually pay interest. Well, I already had a car. I had my aunt's used 1965 Buick Skylark convertible, loved the car. So I had my car, so I took this money and it was going to be basically my financial foundation. I knew if I used that money wisely, it's going to set me up for the future. But I didn't know anything about money. I'm actually a history and government major at the Academy. My folks, they were high school teachers, so they didn't really know anything about money. They were working for a pension. But my dad worked with a gentleman as a teacher who left and became a broker. So when I was on summer leave, he introduced me to this gentleman. I went home, talked to him for a while, and then I got sold some annuities, some life insurance, even though you get life insurance really cheap through the military. So I got all this stuff, but I didn't know any better. I just figured he's the pro. He knows what he's doing. It's his job. Gave him all that money. And not only that, but then after I graduated, I got stationed all the way in Hawaii, and they were in Michigan. I just kept sending him money every single month. So I started doing that for years and years, and then we got into the later 90s. Finally, I started to wonder, what have I really made on my money? Pulled out all my old statements, sharpened up the pencil, got my calculator out, discovered I paid as much in commissions as I'd made on my money. So I started to wonder, whose retirement am I saving for here, his or mine? So that really opened up Pandora's box for me. I started to really get into finances at that point, started studying for my Certified Financial Planner designation, and then I eventually even opened up my own financial planning firm. But I opened up this channel, and I'm trying to educate folks because there's still so much information out there that people need to know. And when I'm just dealing with a handful of clients, I'm not really getting the word out for everyone. There's still so many people that are being subjected to Wall Street's tactics. So what we're trying to do here is save you from Wall Street.